Great fáilte go an ceolchar speisialta an out. You're very welcome to this concert tonight in Monaghan Parish Pastoral Center. It's a fundraiser in aid of two really worthwhile charities, SOSAD and The Samaritans. And it's a joint concert between Ceolinn, local Balno-based traditional music group, who've been on the go for about 7 years, have great fun playing music. Some of the members of Ceolinn are in the Oriel Traditional Orchestra. I suppose most of us are based in Louth, but we have a fair few smattering of members from Armagh and indeed Monaghan as well, and wider field. So the structure of the evening is Ceolinn are going to play for the first half. There's going to be a break with the raffle, and there'll be tea, coffee, and various treats for sale over there at half time. And then the second half, Oriel Traditional Orchestra, we're going to come out and play for about 40-45 minutes, and then we'll have the raffle prizes, of course, and we'll then all join together to play a set of polkas. Yeah, just thanks to everybody. Thanks to all the sponsors. Thanks to you for coming. Hope you have an enjoyable musical night.
All these tall people. Anyway, so we're Ceolinn. Most of you have heard of us, I'd say. Local people will have anyway. We're based in Ballinode at the moment, out in the piano centre, thanks to Niall and Tween. But we're going to entertain you for the next 40 minutes or thereabouts with music and song. I am not going to dance. It's not a good sight. So we're going to head up now and get started with a set of marches. And feel free, if you want to clap your hands. Choir, led off by Paula McGuire. We're going to end now with a set of barn dances, and then we'll follow that with a song from our beautiful Ceolinn singers. How lovely is that now? We're gifted with our singers. Now we're going to continue on highlighting our banjos with a couple of reels. The lovely Lady Anne and her red-haired buddy. before that, we played a beautiful piece called The Bell Table. For any of you that are into trad, might have recognised it from recordings by Stop and Swing. We're fans of Stop and Swing. We're going to do another piece in a minute. But we're going to carry on now with mazurkas. And then we'll follow that with a song. So you won't hear me again until after that. And actually, after our song, we might ask Geraldine, you're there, I think. Maybe Geraldine Watterson from SOSAD might come up and say a few words before we play our final piece. Okay? Thank you. I would like to call on Geraldine now, if you're good to go. Geraldine Watterson from SOSAD.
Thank you very much. I have to apologise, I should have been here earlier, but we have a family bereavement, and I was in the funeral home there and dealing with arrangements for the funeral tomorrow, and I just got away late. But anyway, so I'm Oriel Traditional and I help out in the SOSAD office here in town. We opened about 7 years ago in Monaghan, and we provide counselling 5 days of the week in the offices around there. We're next door to the Cottontail Cafe in town, and we're open from 10 o'clock to 5, and we have counsellors there. And we also do a 24-hour helpline counselling service as well, and we do online counselling. I suppose for me the thing about SOSAD and the counselling is that we the people are also our own counsellors, we the community, and that song that Ceolinn have just sang is just so beautiful and so apt, because it's like open the doors and let other people into your life, and if you're feeling sad, really don't keep it in. Go out and meet your friends, and you know, a social life is so important, and it doesn't have to be going to the pub, but there's so many people now enjoying a great social life, even out in Rossmore Park. You see them walking and meeting people for coffee, and that can be just the lift you need on a real down day. And it's you know, SOSAD isn't always about people who are suicidal. In fact, we like to think we're there for you much earlier than that, you know, to intervention. That if you're really feeling sad or need somebody to talk to, that's what you need to do. You need to go, and the Samaritans are in town here as well, and SOSAD, and we welcome people to come in. We're there for you to talk to. We're not there for anything else. We're there for you to talk to if you're feeling down, and it's so important that we catch you before you fall, and that you know that we're there. And it's also so important that we are the listeners in the community as well, that if you notice some of your friends are feeling down, that you say to them, well, how are you getting on today? But really push, you know, say, well, you know, you're not in great form, you know, you have permission to go and help people yourselves. And we the people are the best counsellors, really. Your friend group is so important, and it's important to keep in touch with them. And we're delighted that Ceolinn chose SOSAD in Monaghan to provide some funding for. Thank you very much for coming out this evening to support the 2 music groups and the 2 charities. We don't get any government funding. All the funding and the running of the office is all done by fundraising like this, and it's so important for us to receive the community support. And just by coming here, it gives us such a lift, you know, a moral lift to the people who work in the office, that people are thinking about us in the community and going to the bother of raising money for us, and it's just wonderful to do that, and we thank you. I think each and every one of you for the time that you have put into practice for this evening, and for coming, and thanks Noreen so much, because I'm sorry I wasn't here in time, and I did say I would be, but here I am, and thank you all very much, and each and every one of you for coming out this evening. And the music is just fantastic. It's just unreal. And thank you for all that you do with the community, and like music, I'm sure lifts all these people as well, and it gives them a social life, and that's so important that you put that time in. And I know you've taught some of my children music as well, and you've been going a long time, and your love of music is just so obvious, and you're so professional. And so I suppose on behalf of everybody here in the group, thank you for what you do in the community as well. It's younger looking, she's cat. She doesn't look any different than when she was teaching my kids. So thank you very much. I see Fergal here. Fergal is a volunteer in the office, and SOSAD and Monaghan, and one of the most loyal people you could meet. He does so much work in the community. I want to thank Fergus for being here as well, and thank you all for coming. Thank you.
Thanks, Ceolinn. Lovely words. It's not just me, there's a whole batch of us here. Now, we're going to finish off, but just on something that Geraldine said there about the social, being social after COVID hit. We had only started, myself and Marita had only started the year before COVID, and the next thing it hit and everything was closed down. And I would have taught 7 days a week up until that, and I decided to take a step back from competition teaching. But then I was speaking to Marita, and she said, you know, we don't want to let this go when we've got it to this stage. So we went back the first couple of weeks. It was a bit quiet at the start, but then we were delighted to move over to Ballinode, to Niall's big premises there. We had plenty of space. But it was more of a social thing for the adults. So I said for the adults in the community, I'd go back to do that. You know, I wasn't going back to competition or anything like that, but for the adults that needed it so much after COVID. And I think it just proves it was a big success. So well done to you all. So we're going to finish up now with our last set. It's the set of slip jigs, I think. Yes, set of slip jigs. So thanks very much, everybody, for your attention, and thanks for being here. will be a 15-minute break now between us and the OTO. There is refreshments for sale, I think. There's refreshments for sale over there for anyone that wants to, and we will have people going around